seen a lot of people confused between the FNAF game universe and the FNAF movie universes. So today I'm going to be explaining the difference in both of them and basically just the differences. Starting off with the games. Now we're going to go into the characters first. So the main characters in my opinion is Michael Afton, William Afton, CC, and then also Puppet. And also just the behaviour of the animatronics. Starting off with William Afton. William Afton in the game and the movies do seem similar, and they actually basically just are. The only difference I would say is that he gets his daughter to help, or at least his daughter's aware of what's happening. I feel like in the games he wouldn't tell anyone, especially his own family. Moving on to Michael Afton. Michael Afton in the games, he kind of, the best way to describe it is that he wants to destroy his father's legacy by going to each restaurant and burning them down. We know this by the Phantom animatronics. There's a few from different locations and they all look burnt, and they're all hallucinations made by Mike, assumingly PTSD. Michael Afton in the game, also we're talking about the new Michael Afton, not Mike Schmidt. But Michael Afton in the game, he wants to continue his father's legacy, which I'm pretty sure he literally says that in the movie. He wants to continue it by getting those scared, I don't know, those people that went to the restaurant, and basically helping to kill them by the puppet. So there obviously is a big difference in the people. I'm sure that William Afton has kind of corrupted Mike Afton by maybe manipulating him or gaslighting him. It does seem unlikely and it probably won't happen, but I think it would be cool to see a Scream scenario in the next movie, how there's two killers instead of one. That probably won't happen, but it definitely would be cool to see two spring bunnies, or Springtrap and Spring Bunny. The best way to describe Michael Afton in this movie, is Dave from the novel books. They basically the exact same person, but Dave is William Afton. And the animatronics don't like Michael Afton at all in the movie. In fact, Puppet actually pounces at him, but obviously he escapes. So there is more correlations to the books. Moving on to Henry Emily. Now in the games, he's obviously the inventor of the animatronics. He makes them. While in the games, William Afton more makes the ideas, and Henry kind of makes those ideas. And this message or voice message sounds exactly like something from FNAF 6. So maybe FNAF 6 is in the third movie somehow. I'm not sure, because at the very end you could hear a buzzing, and it sounds exactly like the buzzing from FNAF 6. I mean, when he mentions the stuff you don't know, I believe that's probably just about Revenant, which kind of makes me more excited for the third film. Moving on to Henry from the actual movies. Because of this, because of that phone call, we now know that Henry is still the creator of them in the games, in the movies. After Charlie's death, he does seem like he's distant from everything. He's in a old house in the middle of nowhere, and he's just alone. But in the games, he does make a restaurant in less than a year. After Charlie's death. Moving on to the animatronics' behaviour, I will say they are different in the movies than the games, very. Let's look at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 animatronics for a second, the toys. In the games, out of the toys, Mangle and Toy Bonnie are the most violent, while in the movies, it looks like Chica is. And the one thing that is the same in the games to the movies is that Toy Freddy is less violent. In the games, you wouldn't see him very often, but in the movies, you also don't see him very often. One thing I also like about the movie is that they made Mangle climb on everything. In most scenes, you see her, she's climbing on something. I really like that. It shows how movable she is. Moving on to the Wizards, we don't really see them much in the film. For about 25 minutes we're seeing them, but I would say they're pretty accurate to the games, I would say. I wish they implemented something to do with the flashlight and Withered Foxy, but I understand it is hard to kind of put that in a movie. Those certain, how would someone find out that the flashlight is how to propel Foxy, you know what I mean? In the games, the Withered animatronics are the first set of animatronics that performed alongside Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. But in the movies, they're prototypes used for parts. So maybe they will reveal that they were the first animatronics. I'm not really sure. But yeah. Really like how they implemented an office scene. In my last review on the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 movie, I did say how I didn't like how they didn't implement any office scenes, you know? So I'm really pleased how they did make a office scene in this one. Moving on to the puppet. The puppet is drastically different in this movie. It seems like they went the route of whatever emotion you're feeling as you die, that's the emotion you're stuck with forever, which is the exact reason the puppet is so violent in this movie. While in the games, she's still violent, but she's not as violent as they show. I also really like how they implemented a kind of music box feature in the movie, or at least they've shown it in some way. In the games, she's more of trying to give life to everyone, and, you know, at least the way I view it, I believe she's just trying to help them. As Henry did say in the Five Nights at Freddy's 6, you know, the end voice call thing, whatever you want to call it, he said that she's trying to help everyone, basically, and, you know, help them as she wasn't helped. I think all of these changes are pretty good. I do like how they went different routes to the game. I think it made it a lot more interesting to watch. So yeah, thank you for watching, subscribe and leave a like.